Hey, what's up? How you doing? You know what? Something just came into my head earlier, and I had to just speak this out. I don't know, but today, I know I had a busy day because I had to take care of some bills and stuff, and I had to do my tax papers, and I had to make a bunch of copies. I had to get my Social Security letter, administration letter. I had to send to my medical house. So I had to make copies of my paychecks, pay stubs, medical bills, stuff like that. And I had to do a lot of organizing, arrange my stuff. My place was a mess earlier, so I had to clean all my stuff up, everything. But today I've been sitting in my room all day, so I just been sitting thinking to myself. I don't know, honestly, I'm not really alone because I got my roommate with me, so he's doing his thing. My other roommate, he's at work, so and I think about something one thing all the time. Every day I'm just sitting in my mind. I've been very isolated for a long time, and typically I have been isolated because like no one ever tried to like reach out to me or kind of call, make time for me, and even if they do have their own lives and stuff, but they don't ever go out their way like ask me, check me, or you invite me, or like meet me somewhere. Like none of that, none of that. Even though I know I'm a grown man, I have my own life and have my own purposes, but at the same time, I'm thinking like you don't even consider. Even though I be off my off days, even I have like one day off or two, whatever. But it's like no one bothers to look their way. No one bothers to call and Philly me. And the only time they want to be bothered with me, only when they want something from me, and that's only it. And this is like every single time, and I see this all the time. But you know what? I'm really just sad today because you know what? I'm surrounded by a whole lot of users. A whole lot of users are pathetic people who don't give a shit about people like me. They don't. And I'm saying this from my experiences. Every day, it's like, don't get me wrong. I could clean up, I could fix some stuff, I could do things, but I don't like people using me as like a pawn out of their sick game. And it's just sick. And when you see people who don't, when they hide their hearts and hide their attentions, and I see like through them like a book, and I don't even gotta know the individual, and I can see there ain't shit. That's the crazy part. And I can see if I'm on the way. You know what? And I'll be real. Certain people who really just don't need to be in my life because certain people who are just toxic and some just want to think they're better people like me and they walk on like they think they got a prize and stuff. And the only reason I wanted to dress this out, I'm just seeing too much of this illness. And honestly, I hardly see people hardly ever even trying to look their way, even be in my life anymore. And they don't even try to be bothered to look their way from me. They don't. And I just sit back and I just look like some people want to think they're straight up better than people like me. And I can see right through it. And I get that vibe every time I'm around it in the presence of another individual. And I don't even got to know the individual and I can see there ain't nothing. And that's what's so sad about it. And they just want to act smart when they want to choose to. And they choose to pick whatever they want. And honestly, and I know I'm not going to like everybody, regardless of what race they are. But I don't really got to put up and deal with people like that in my life. I really don't. And today, in people in society, they just sick in the head. They just go around, create a bunch of situations, but not even expecting not to be results. And I think they're probably not going to come back and bite them for what the things they done in their life. And I think things are going to be slapping you. It's more like, hey, the more rope I'm giving you, the more rope you're going to be putting on your neck. You're pretty much hanging your own self, hanging your own death. Then I'm just going to watch you just kill yourself until you just drown. And you did it to your own. No one enforced you to do it. It's like, and no one bothers to do that. It's like, because if I wanted to be attached to someone, I would do it, but I'm not doing that in desperations. But I see the mindset, how people think and mentally ill and think today. It is just mentally ill, fucked up. And I don't even try to be hate and criticize. And I can care less who people can choose who they want to sleep around and deal with. And that's none of my business. But what I got a problem, I hate when people want to think they're better than people like me. I don't like the fact that people want to pedalize who's better than another individual. That's what I don't like. And I don't like to be the only one who have to do everything around there. And no one sits back and just want to reap all the benefits. And I'm sick of that. I'm sick of those kind of people, Rob. And I really do. And they want to walk like they just got the best thing. Some people like that make me sick to the core. I don't even want to even look at their ass. I don't even want to be in their presence. I don't even want to be in their life. I wouldn't even go to their grave or even give them a symphony. Because some of them just want to think they're higher than me. Like I owe them. I will cut you dead out of my life. Wouldn't look my way if you were gone. And I wouldn't miss you and I wouldn't shed a tear for you. You think you're just straight above people like me. I don't have to deal with people like you around me. I really don't. It was so sickly mentally ill. It's this mindset how we even think today as a people. It's just sick. So, I just got to get this run off me.